Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to discuss about MCQs on pharmacokinetics. First question is, pharmacokinetics is the study of biological and therapeutic effects of drugs, the study of absorption, distribution, metabolism and excretion of drugs, the study of mechanism of drug action, the study of methods of new drug development. So the correct answer is the study of absorption, distribution, metabolism and excretion of drugs. Then next question is, what does pharmacokinetics include? Complications of drug therapy, drug biotransformation in the organism, influence of drugs on metabolism processes, influence of drugs on genes. The correct answer is drug biotransformation in the organism. And if the options are pharmacological effects of drugs, unwanted effects of drugs, chemical structure of a medicinal agent, distribution of drugs in the organism, then the correct answer is distribution of drugs in the organisms. What does pharmacokinetics include? Localization of drug action, mechanisms of drug action, excretion of substances, interaction of substances. So the correct answer is excretion of substances. Then the next question is, the main mechanism of most drugs absorption in GIT is active transport, filtration, endocytosis and exocytosis, and passive diffusion. So the correct answer is passive diffusion. What kind of substances can't permeate membrane by passive diffusion? Lipid soluble, non-ionized substances, hydrophobic substances, hydrophilic substances. So the correct answer is hydrophilic substances. Next question is, a hydrophilic medicinal agent has the following property: low ability to penetrate through the cell membrane lipids, penetrate through membranes by means of endocytosis, easy permeation through the blood-brain barrier, high reabsorption in the renal tubules. So the correct answer is low ability to penetrate through the cell membrane lipids. Question is, what is implied by active transport? Transport of drugs through a membrane by means of diffusion, transport without energy consumption, engulfment of drug by a cell membrane with a new vesicle formation, transport against concentration gradient. The correct answer is transport against concentration gradient. What does the term bioavailability mean? Plasma protein binding degree of substance, permeability through the blood-brain barrier, fraction of an uncharged drug reaching the systemic circulation following any route of administration, amount of substance in urine relative to the initial dose. So the correct answer is fraction of uncharged drug reaching the systemic circulation following any route of administration. The reasons for determining bioavailability are rheological parameters of blood, amount of substance obtained orally and quantity of intakes, extent of absorption and hepatic first pass effect, glomerular filtration rate. So the correct answer is extent of absorption and hepatic first pass effect. Most appropriate elementary route of administration when passage of drug through liver is minimized is oral, rectal, transdermal, intraduodenal. The correct answer is rectal. The next question is, which route of drug administration is most likely to lead to the first pass effect? Sublingual, oral, intravenous, intramuscular. The correct answer is oral route. What is the characteristic of the oral route? Fast onset of action, absorption depends on GIT secretion and motor functions. A drug reaches the blood passing the liver, the sterilization of medicinal forms is obligatory. So the correct answer is absorption depends on the GIT secretion and motor function. Next question is, the feature of the sublingual route is pretty fast absorption. A drug is exposed to the gastric secretion. A drug is exposed to more prominent liver metabolism. A drug can be administered in a variety of doses. So the correct answer is pretty fast absorption. Then next is, which one of the following is the parenteral route of medicinal agent administration? Rectal, oral, sublingual or inhalation? So the correct answer is inhalations. Parenteral administrations cannot be used with unconscious patients, generally results in a less accurate dosage than oral administration, usually produces a more rapid response than oral administration, is too slow for emergency use. So the correct answer is usually produces a more rapid response than oral administration. Next question is, what is characteristics of the intramuscular route of drug administration? Only water solutions can be injected. Oily solutions can be injected. Opportunity of hypertonic solution injections. The action develops slower than at oral administration. The correct answer is oily solutions can be injected. The next question is, intravenous injections are more suitable for oily solutions, true or false? The correct answer is false. Then next question is, correct statements listing characteristics of a particular route of drug administration include all of the following except intravenous administrations provide a rapid response, intramuscular administration requires a sterile technique, inhalation provides slow access to the general circulation, subcutaneous administration may cause local irritation. So the correct answer is inhalation provides slow access to the general circulation. Question is, most of drugs are distributed homogeneously, true or false? So the correct answer is false. The next is, biological barriers include all except renal tubules, cell membranes, capillary walls, placenta. So the correct answer is renal tubules. What is the reason of complicated penetration of some drugs through blood-brain barrier? High lipid solubility of a drug, meningitis, absence of pores in brain capillary endothelium, or high endocytosis degree in a brain capillary. So the correct answer is absence of pores in the brain capillary endothelium. Next question is, volume of distribution relates single to a daily dose of an administered drug, an administered dose to body weight, and uncharged drug reaching the systemic circulation, the amount of a drug in the body to the concentration of drug in plasma. So correct answer is the amount of drug in the body to concentration of drug in plasma. The next question is, for the calculation of the volume of distribution, one must take into account concentration of a substance in plasma, concentration of a substance in urine, therapeutical width of drug action, or daily dose of drug. So the correct answer is concentration of a substance in plasma. Next question is, a small amount of volume of distribution is common for lipophilic substances easily penetrating through barriers and widely distributing in plasma, interstitial and cell fluids. True or false? So the correct answer is false. Next question is, the term biotransformation includes the following: accumulation of substances in a fat tissue, binding of substances with plasma proteins, accumulation of substance in a tissue, process of physiochemical and biochemical alteration of the drug in the body. So the correct answer is process of physiochemical and biochemical alteration of drug in the body. Next question is, biotransformation of the drugs is to render them less ionized, more pharmacologically active, more lipid soluble, less lipid soluble. So the correct answer is less lipid soluble. The next question is, pick the drug type for which microsomal oxidation is the most prominent. For lipid soluble, water soluble, low molecular weight, high molecular weight. So the correct answer is lipid soluble. Next question is, pick out the right statement. Microsomal oxidation always results in inactivation of compound. Microsomal oxidation results in a decrease of compound toxicity. Microsomal oxidation results in an increase of ionization and water solubility of a drug. Microsomal oxidation results in an increase of lipid solubility of drugs. Thus, its excretion from the organism is facilitated. So the correct answer is microsomal oxidation results in an increase of ionization and water solubility of a drug. Next question is, stimulation of liver microsomal enzymes can require the dose increase of some drugs, require the dose decrease of some drugs, prolong the duration of action of drug, intensify the unwanted reaction of a drug. So the correct answer is require the dose increase of some drugs. Next question is, metabolic transformation, that is phase 1, is acetylation and methylation of substances, transformation of substance due to oxidation, reduction and hydrolysis, glucuronide formation, binding to plasma proteins. So the correct answer is transformation of substances due to oxidation, reduction or hydrolysis. Next question is, biotransformation of a medicinal substance results in faster urinary excretion, slower urinary excretion, easier distribution in organism, higher binding to membranes. So the correct answer is faster urinary excretion. Next question is, conjugation is process of drug reduction by special enzymes, process of drug oxidation by special oxidase, coupling of a drug with an endogenous substrate, solubilization in lipids. So the correct answer is coupling of a drug with an endogenous substrate. The next question is, which of the following process proceeds in second phase of biotransformation? Acetylation, reduction, oxidation, hydrolysis. So the correct answer is acetylation. The next question is, conjugation of a drug includes the following except glucuronidation, sulfate formation, hydrolysis, methylation. So the correct answer is hydrolysis. Next question is, metabolic transformation and conjugation usually results in an increase of a substance biological activity. True or false? So the correct answer is false. The next question is, in case of liver disorders accompanied by a decline in microsomal enzyme activity, the duration of action of some drugs is decreased, enlarged, remained unchanged, changed insignificantly. So the correct answer is enlarged. Next question is, half-life is the time required to change the amount of drug in plasma by half during elimination, metabolize a half of an introduced drug into the active metabolite, absorb a half of an introduced drug, bind a half of an introduced drug to plasma protein. So the correct answer is change the amount of a drug in plasma by half during elimination. So the next question is, half-life does not depend on biotransformation, time of drug absorption, concentration of drug in plasma, Rate of drug elimination. So the correct answer is time of drug absorption. The next question is elimination is expressed as follows. Rate of renal tubular reabsorption, clearance speed or some volume of blood from substance, time required to decrease the amount of drug in plasma by 1/2, clearance of an organism from a xenobiotic. So the correct answer is clearance of an organism from a xenobiotic. Next question is elimination rate constant is defined by the following parameter: rate of absorption, maximal concentration of a substance in plasma, highest single dose, half-life. So the correct answer is half-life. Next question is the most rapid eliminated drugs are those with higher glomerular filtration rate and actively secreted but are not passively reabsorbed. True or false? So the correct answer is true. The last question for this video is systemic clearance is related with only the concentration of substance in plasma, only the elimination rate constant, volume of distribution, half-life and elimination rate constant, bioavailability and half-life. So the correct answer is volume of distribution, half-life and elimination rate constant. That's all for now. Thank you. We will meet soon again with the new video. Till then, bye, take care. Like my video, share it and also subscribe to my channel.